Hi everybody, I'm Jake. This is Fast Lane Classic Cars, and today we have kind of a special video, not just because I have a very nice 71 C10 here, but also because I'm alone. Yeah, that's right, I'm by myself. Chris is fine, by the way. Well, he's not fine. He's sick as a dog. Very, very ill, but he's a resilient guy, so he'll be back soon, I'm sure. In fact, why doesn't everybody go down in the comments, bloop bloop down there and say, get well soon, Chris. Maybe he'll be back soon, which is good because I don't like doing these alone, but I have to because I gotta give you guys stuff. Anyway, today we're going to talk about this very nice, very orange 1971 C10 step side. Yes, it's a short bed step side, which is the very desirable body for these. Obviously, it's kind of been repainted, redone, newer wheels and stuff. I don't think this orange was offered in 71, but it's a beautiful color. We have some black alloy wheels on the outside, 20-inch in back, 18-inch in front. It's basic setup, 350 Chevy V8 4-barrel carb. We do have headers though. Very nice looking headers at that. I'll put some B-roll of that over top of the video. Backed up by not an automatic, but a 4-speed manual transmission with a very cool Hurst shifter on the inside. And speaking of the inside, it doesn't have a bench seat. Well, it has kind of a bench seat. It's more of a late model split bench out of a newer truck. It's gray cloth, which goes very well with the rest of the interior. Very nice dashboard. We got a heater down there, it looks like, some aftermarket gauges for oil pressure, voltage, water temp. You also have the factory gauges still in the gauge cluster that are in very good condition. Very nice newer steering wheel as well. Nice black painted door cards with the chrome door handle and window crank, and the little quarter windows here in case you want some extra fresh air. And you also have chrome door mirrors. Not just 2 of them either. You have all 3 door mirrors. Well, sorry, 2 door mirrors, 1 rear view. All 3 mirrors, you know what I'm talking about. So you can see all the things when you're driving around in your 71 C10. The doors open very nicely, close very nicely. You also have chrome door handles. You also have a bed, a short bed, not a long one. So if you go to Home Depot and you want to build a house, maybe this isn't the truck for you. Although, if you want to put stuff back here, you absolutely can, because it's got a really nice bed liner in it. So there's really nothing to dent or mess up. This bed liner is super solid black, kind of to match the dash and the wheels and everything. The bed back here, it does open. You don't have the chains to hold the bed though, so you have to set it down very, very gently on this black painted bumper. It's held in by these little pins here though, so it doesn't rattle around or anything. Other than that, you got a nice little LED bar by the license plate back here, dual exhaust coming out both sides, and like I said, step side, so I can do this. Nice suspension, by the way. Feels good. Driver door opens nice, closes nice, and headlights. Of course you need headlights. I'm not driving this at night though, so I'm not going to need those today. But you have them and they work, which is good. You're going to need that. Let's see, what else? Front disc brakes, forgot to mention that, and power steering, so it's also comfortable. These seats, the late model seats, very comfy. You also get modern seat belts with them, which is a nice little safety feature. Other than that, there's not really much else going on with the truck. I mean, I don't really think there's anything left to do but take it for a drive. So why don't we just go do that? All right, into the cockpit of ye old C10, and look at here. I got real seatbelts for real people, which is actually very nice. I've never really worn a real seatbelt in a truck this old, so it's kind of a new experience for me. Very nice shifter, I already can tell. Buttery smooth. There's reverse. Do we go backwards? We do. Reverse works. Good start. First gear. Let's go. Very nice. Oh, clutch, good engagement. Ride's pretty smooth so far. Like I said, pretty tame setup. 350 Chevy 4-speed, 4-barrel carb, I believe. Yeah, 4-barrel carburetor. So it's not going to be a race truck by any means, but it'll get out of its own way. We're just going to take a quick little drive around the block. We're not going to go too far. And then when we get back, I'll try to get some sound clips of the truck from the outside. You know, with the headers and everything, it's not as rowdy and loud as I was expecting. You get a nice V8 noise, but it's not obnoxious, which I enjoy. Very nice interior too. There's the gauges down there for water, voltage, and oil pressure. Oil pressure seems good. We're above 50, getting close to 60. Second gear. Third gear. Third gear action, very nice. Very torquey. Really easy going up this hill, which is very nice. You also have the heater controls down there as well. The very nice kind of factory gauge cluster up here too. Looks like I have a generator light, an oil pressure light. Not sure if those are hooked up since the voltage and everything is down there now. But I do have a fuel gauge, and the needle is moved, so I'm assuming that's working. And a speedometer that is also working. Very nice black gauge cluster. Pretty standard interior. Not a whole lot going on. You got the lights here, the wipers there, and cigarette lighter in case you want to take up smoking, but don't smoke, kids. Smoke tires, not cigarettes. And this actually might smoke its tires. I'm not sure about the rear end, whether it's a posi or not, or what the gear ratio is. Seems pretty highway-ish, pretty tame. You have 4 speeds rather than an automatic, which probably would have had only 3 back then. So you get an extra gear, which is nice. It does feel decently peppy though. Like I said, it'll keep up with traffic easy. I'm cruising right now at around 50. I don't have a tach, so I can't tell you how many RPM I'm pulling, but it seems pretty low. Pretty easy to drive, nice cruising car. Take my hand off the wheel, it goes in a straight line. Hit the brakes, goes in a straight line. Like I said, we have discs in front, which is very nice. A little bit of extra stopping power, and you can use them multiple times without them overheating and getting kind of mushy, which is always a plus. You also have a nice kind of vinyl headliner instead of just the metal roof, and very, very tight sun visors that don't droop down in front of your face while you're trying to drive, which is always a plus. It's something I point out that no one really thinks about, because when you get those aftermarket sun visors or whatever that droop down and don't stay up, it just gets really annoying. And I like to avoid that. Cruise is nice going slow in second gear as well. The parts of the dash that don't have this kind of bevel like padding on it is painted orange to match the outside of the truck, which is cool. Massive glove box over there. Very nice. I think this flips down if you want it to somehow. Somehow it does. I know it does, because I had it flip down. I probably have to press a button somewhere that I'm missing. But you could fit 3 people, although if you put someone in the middle of this, it would be kind of awkward trying to shift gears with a person sitting here. You'd also be elbowing them in the chest, so maybe just stick to 2 people. But you have a headrest, which is something you don't normally get in a truck like this with a bench seat. You also got a dome light back here. No slidey window in the back, but you don't really need a slidey window. You have both side windows and the quarters if you want some fresh air. Again, very nice sounding exhaust. Not as rowdy as you might expect with the really beautiful headers that it has on it. All in all, really nice. I adjusted my mirrors before I left. Well, this one's not quite right. And again, all 3 mirrors, 2 door mirrors and the rear view. So it's the height of safety, especially with the seat belts that are now in it. Second gear. Very nice. Third gear action. Third gear, very nice. Finally, fourth gear. Nice. All the gears are gearing, which is a plus. Easy cruising car. Hey, look, there's our truck, our flatbed. Our boss might be going to pick up a car, I guess. It's usually why he drives that thing. We'll have to see what he brings back. But I mean, yeah, everything in here also just works. You got wipers, which is nice. You got headlights, which is nice. If I hit the blinkers, it blinks up there on the dash with those big arrows in the middle of the gauge cluster, which I always thought was funny in these old trucks. Yeah, pretty easygoing truck. Not really much else to say about it. You do have really nice black carpet in here as well, so the sound deadening isn't bad. And like I said, you got the vinyl on the ceiling, so it's not just bare metal. All these rubber door seals seem brand new. Really, everything on this truck seems like it was done recently. The paint seems pretty recent. The carpet looks pretty new. looks like it was just put in. You know, all this rubber around the doors just seals really nice. Idle kicks down just fine. The truck runs good. It starts right up. I did pump it a couple times when I went to start it. Cold a second ago when we left, but fired right up. And then kicked the throttle, let the idle come down, and just idled right away. Didn't really even have to let it warm up. Very impressive for an old carbureted truck like this. And it looks good, especially if you like Halloween with the orange and black theme going on. But even if you don't, I think the orange is a cool color. And it's kind of a different orange, I believe, than the orange you would normally get on a 71 C10 or a C10 from this era. But I think it goes well. And with the blackout kit, you also have the black grille in the front and everything, and the black bumpers. Just looks really nice. Second gear. Very nice. And the brakes, I love the disc brakes in the front and power steering. Very easy to steer. Not a whole lot of play either. Pretty tight steering. Smaller steering wheel than you probably would have got in the truck originally. But again, it kind of matches the aesthetic of the rest of it. Very nice. And look, we're already back. Already back from our drive. All right, I'm gonna park it right where it was when we left and get some sound clips of the engine from the outside for you guys. But that was it. That was our drive. You know, I don't have Stabile with me, unfortunately, like I said. So flybys aren't really possible because usually he's filming and I do the flybys or vice versa. And with just one person, it's hard to find someone else to hold the camera. It's an issue that I need to resolve. But anyway, I'm gonna put this camera outside, get some revving, some V8 noises of this truck. But that was a really pleasant drive. It was actually a really nice truck. Very well made, it seems like. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. And say get well soon to Chris, because I need him to come back. So bleep bloop in the comments again. Get well soon, Chris. And also while you're down there, you might as well like, subscribe, you know, because when you subscribe, you get notified when we make cool videos like these. And we get cool cars all the time, so you're going to want to see those. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe, and tell Chris to get well soon. I'll see you in the next one.